still even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar.
They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of
33 yards that time.
1st down, Minnesota.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Vikings 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
13 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
18,
Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Seahawks 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah. Throw
that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
This time Wilson will throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Michael Dixon.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
The 43-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Complete, Jefferson the target. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. And we'll see what transpires as they're up against a 4th and inches. To throw is Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Cousins gives way to Cook. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Steps away to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
But my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the
From Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Wilson will throw again. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
5-yard line.
Dancing to his left. That is incomplete. Wilson. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tuck 50, tuck 50.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Johnson on the return. Gets around it. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
They go play action. Cousins. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
And the
throwing is Cousins.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the ground, it's Cook. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
The Viking ball carrier. He was taken down by K.J. Wright. It's a gain of a yard.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Minnesota.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Cousins
threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Vikings 17, Seahawks 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. B.C. Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings 24, Seahawks 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Shaquille Griffin. Cousins pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Wilson's pass intercepted by the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing again on second down. Wilson forced out to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. This is Carson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
36-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Buying time to his left. And this one is incomplete.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again. Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On third and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. They run it with Carson, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They run again with Carson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On third down, Wilson steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
24.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10. At their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg Olsen. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
24 yards the gain there, another 1st down as well.
Vikings.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Fights off the defender. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
13 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, here's Cousins. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Vikings 31, Seahawks 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
31-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Got you. I got you.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Steps away. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
The Cook getting the call there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
Quinton Dunbar.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, it's Cook. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
20-yard line.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Cook. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
On the play. Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
31-yard attempt.
Bailey's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. A pass underneath for Carson. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing on second and long. Wilson, he lets it fly for Lockett. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
For Tyler Lockett.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Seahawks on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be third and a mile. From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play on third down for the Seahawks. And even 50 yards coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Wilson now operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson dancing to his left. Going for it all. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown Seahawks. Greg Olsen. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Vikings 34. Seahawks 31.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Wilson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Able to get this to Gordon. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Back at the 26-yard line.
That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. He's back to throw. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
Tonight's final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to